Oke guys, this is it. Game kelima ya guys ya. Siapapun yang menang dia akan lolos ke final upper bracket ya guys ya. Kali ini Soyou di tangan Falcons Apbren dan berhadapan dengan Ling ya. Salo late game sih ya lebih menjagokan Falcons Apbren ya guys ya. Tapi kita lihat aja guys ya. Langsung aja di game kelima guys. Let's go. Jangan lupa dibantu like guys. Aduh, tidak ada MM mage. Yujong. Ada Kari loh. Tambah ada Kari pula dari Falcon. Dan gantian diambil Suzuinnya. Ini bahaya. Let game main jago ini ya. Falcon Apbren karena ada MM ya. Siapa yang nahan badan nanti Gatot Yujong. Ada Kari soalnya. Ngeri ya guys. Menang kalah. Menang. Yang satu menang Blacklist game kedua, Falcon game ketiga, Blacklist game keempat tadi, Falcon game kelima. Apakah ke Blacklist lagi atau Falcon yang reverse sweep ini?
What are you thinking here? How do you feel? The Yuzhong is up too. A real throwback brought to us by Lord JM. Finally, the dragon. We can finally say Black Dragon form once again. And this actually complements his playstyle because the Benedetta a while ago was literally, zoning out, trying to disrupt Falcons Apbren.
Susah sih sebenarnya ini Angela ini.
What the better way to do it with a Black Dragon form? Might as well. Again, there's so many good choices here, I guess you could say, for Haji. Go ahead and use that hard guard. And,
wah, ada pakai revitalizing.
Taking a couple shots here. Of course, relying on some of that healing. Again, even the revitalize gonna play.
Harus diituin sih, masih rusuh. Mati dong. Ih, masih bisa selamat. Dibalikin lagi. Ghost blood. Headshot. Porknya langsung kaget. Gatotnya. Early yang baik nih.
We all know what this does. I mean, the panel on actually both languages talk about how snowbally Soyou can be, and I'm sure for most of the viewers out there, you guys have seen this hero now time and time again.
Juga kasihan kena Suzuin ini tuh.
And so there's got to be a response, and that's why there was so much pressure put on MP the King as well, because that combo alone, the Ling, can be devastating, especially in the early game once that heart guard's available. Haji doesn't have it just yet, and this turtle is up here. So we'll see. Again, he's not going to have it most likely for the fight.
One more. Mati lagi dong Gatotnya. Wih, tambah softblade. Tidak ada retri. Oh, nge-retri kirain Ling.
Make it past the mid game. The Alice pick won't be any use. Look at this protection.
Paksa retri.
Blacklist International.
Sudah retri, digangguin dong orange buff-nya. Wah, Yujongnya ditahan sama Suzuin. Tidak bisa farming, Lingnya dibuat. Aduh, bahaya sekali. Kabur, Flap TV. Ogwen. Coba softblade. Hampir. Backup yang baik sih. Yujongnya kasihan guys. Yujongnya gak bisa kemana-mana tuh. Bonyok Yujongnya.
On this side of the jungle, Blacklist, and continuously putting pressure and it's a Blacklist answer and respond to this. You can see that too, part of the items
700 Ling sama Soyou.
Oheb went right for that Clock of Destiny, so he's got that. A little bit of extra magic resist here for Super Marco to deal with that Atlas carry matchup.
But right now, I'd say FCAP's done everything they wanted to do. They continue to just play around their strengths.
Mati
And Lord
akhirnya.
JM gets killed too off the
Gak bisa
camera here.
ngapa-ngapain.
Cap killed there for a few. Even when Haji's in the picture, he's gonna get the pick off onto Lord JM. And again, I do agree with what
Dibalikin
you're saying. Falcons
Hero
Apbren
Haji.
are checking the boxes of what they need to do now. Blacklist
Dipaksa TP sama Lid.
onward onto MP the King. MP the King will get his purple.
Iya.
Hard guard is there to
Suzu ini diincar.
This time focusing their attention on the view. I thought they were chasing Kyletzy. Tempest Blades will be there to bring down Elgato that view.
Gila
Now
combo.
wants to go for the payback. Kyletzy.
Dragon transform.
Here comes the dragon. Yusha working on Oakwood.
Aduh,
Even
sayang
with the
banget.
primal
Gak
wrath,
akan mati.
will be taken down by MP
Tapi
the
turtle
King
dapet.
as Kyletzy gets the turtle.
It's a trade, right? Yeah, Turtle's going to go to the hands of FCAP. Blacklist, though, is fighting back. Think about this. MP the King has dealt with so much bullying in his side of the jungle that at least through all this hard work, he's now got a couple of kills and looking to make some moves.
Even using the retribution just to make sure they're gonna catch on to Kyletzy.
Hampir mati yang PD King-nya loh.
Get the kill there by the Queller of Kyle.
Di proxy mati dong ini. Angkat lagi. Nggak gerak. Nggak bisa.
Another kill for Falcons.
Bahaya banget.
And that's why this Jushin pick is so sought after. Again, even when you're playing against a Revitalizer or a bunch of sustainability or these heroes that can get away, hey man, it's nothing that a Lantern Flare can't fix.
Yeah, that's why Haji's also been using the
both.
Jushin. Yeah. Both of them, they know the capabilities. Whenever someone, either of the mid laners does this, they're doing a great job of getting pickoffs. Even if View doesn't have damage when it comes to the Lantern Flare, it does its job. It helps
Hancur dong
prevent
atas bawah.
Blacklist's aggression, even if they have perks with the Gatot Kacha that you know is really quite tanky.
Yep.
He has to play it safe, because so far he hasn't been crossing the river, trying to gather information over Falcons Apbren to help aid MP the King.
Like, look at this. Look at this setup here.
Level
Just whenever the
9,
purple buff
Kyletzy
comes,
level
Blacklist knows,
10.
alright,
Masih beda satu.
get in position,
Angkat
protect
lagi.
purple, let MP
Purify ya?
continue to go ahead and farm up, scale up the way he needs to be. He
Bisa
hasn't gone
flicker
down
itu
yet,
tadi
so
Haji.
for the most part, Blacklist is fine. It's just, if they go 3 for 3 for Turtles for FCAP, that's not the end of the world here for Blacklist. They can still go in, even when it comes down to the Lord fights, and hope that by that time, Oheb is where he needs to be. Again, he's still working, I think, on that second item. He did have that Card of Destiny pretty early on. I think he rushed it. But eventually, your lineup starts to shine towards the later portion of the game here for Blacklist. Right now, though, it looks like they want to go ahead and contest this.
Gatot, nanti lo keangkat lagi lah tuh.
Front side open will join us too, at least forcing them back. Here we go.
Keangkat lagi Gatotnya.
They're gonna pick up first.
Udah keangkat, kena onward backwartnya. Yang pas blade.
Plus the hard guard. Here comes Tempest
Easy.
the dragon as well. A lot of ultimates being casted. No precise target yet, but Owen will fall down and has
Masih
a
mengerikan guys kombonya itu, Lingnya.
preventing Falcons Apbren for going for the turtle.
Stop that for now. Open goes down, but Blacklist still has a lot of grounds to cover here.
Yeah.
Again, they're just going to go ahead and trade 3 for 3 Turtles for FCAP. They wanted
Perfect
to look
turtle,
elsewhere
guys.
across the map. They weren't really able to push in this turret on the top side just yet. But it might be those small things that Blacklist does that eventually gets them to a more even ground later on. Again, you're seeing it here. Purple buff is going to be up this time. Kyletzy a part of this. Wants to force MP the King
Coba dapat.
into that.
Wah, dapat Kyletzy.
It looks like, yeah, it was taken from him. So no purple buff for MP. They try to hold on to this mid turret just a couple shots away here.
Got that purple for Kyletzy. This might
Ada
be the big
Parto.
power spike for Falcons Apbren to extend the lead more. They're doing a great job of making sure to control the minion waves. Because so far they have no Blacklist has no turret takedown. The Super Marco works on the mid lane turret to take it down. TC getting in position here. Maybe they want to go for the initiation or just zone out Blacklist so Super Marco can make quick work with the bottom lane turret.
This is basically
Hancur lagi bawah.
FCAP going through that list of chores that they have in a day.
Karinya semakin
Alright, we gotta do this. We got now that's checked
makin
off.
banyak
We go to the
itemnya nih
next.
Super Marco-nya
And
mah.
because really, this was almost in a similar way where we saw a previous game where they wanted Blacklist to fight them, but if they didn't, Blacklist was like, no, we don't want to fight yet.
Ini ketemu
Then
Soyou di
FCAP
atas.
will continue to just play that macro game and get what they need, farm up themselves, and then we find ourselves in what we saw earlier, where it was just Lord shuffles for a bit, and then it was a full-on Lord dance breaking out here. So for Blacklist with the lineup that they have, it's not like they can immediately fight unless they're able to actually find like a moment where they can collapse down with a hard guard and everything else. Maybe Lord JM's able to get that combo we used to see so often before when the Yuzhong was, you know, more so pick or meta. But again, this is going to happen here time and time again.
Okay, another
Keangkat
crash.
lagi
Went
perknya.
in few, 1-2 perks. Lantern Flare is
Nggak
there,
dapat
force
lagi
under
purple.
Vitalizer. Not gonna be able to pick up perks there. No casualties just yet, but this might change because the First Lord has spawned. So, Blacklist case, there's a 4.4k gold lead on the opposing team. They can still go for the Retribution steal. Again, they have Haji with the Angela, so they can aid MP the King if ever he wants to go and try to contest for
DHS
that
kari.
Okay, Lord is up here, but as we saw, Purple Buff was taken with that Retribution from Kyletzy. So they'll start things up. Good push into that tier 1 at the bottom side. Now they'll work on half health on the Lord right now. Perks dealing with it. There's a good steal.
Soblet.
MP the King goes in with the Tempest of Blades.
Wah, mati yang pickingnya. Black Dragon transform, mundur sih Blacklist, gak bisa. Killing spree Soyou, mantap, double kill. Triple kill, matiin top jamnya, triple kill. Aduh, gak bisa ya ngedes. Aduh, triple kill guys, mantap. Ngapain Oheb? Triple kill Soyou. Kalau berhadapan dengan assassin kayaknya kuat ya guys. Dia berhadapan dengan fighter juga agak ya baru udah melawannya. On Alpha.
Even with the hard guard earlier on, MP the King just got obliterated. You know, he was taken out so quickly.
Berangkat loh.
That again, it's more so difficult on a Ling to be able to do this, especially when you don't have a purple. You know, like the purple's been taken. What, the past 3 purple buffs have been taken from MP the King?
Yeah, they're giving MP the King a very hard time despite the presence of the hard guard. And for a moment there, I didn't understand what you were saying because the fans are screaming.
Yeah,
it's so loud here.
They're erupting, man. I mean, both the teams here, I'm not
Welcome back Black Dragon.
What is sure is he's back.
This is second time, kedua kalinya Yuzhong dipakai di season 14 ini guys. Pertama atas Nuts.
Long time since we saw Yuzhong, and you know there was a time when he was picked up almost nearly every game.
Yeah. Almost high contention rate each and every time as the Falcons Apbren here. They want to go and pop the energy shields of Blacklist. Blacklist makes quick work of the Lord, saving all their inhibitor turrets so far. But again, the resilience of Blacklist can't be denied here. One setup from Lord JM with a jump and Purify. Turn things around, even if Falcons Apbren has an outstanding goal lead at 6.4.
Alright, let's take a look at these items real quick. We're going to see if Blacklist is in a good position.
Lingnya sih udah mau
Oheb's down a little bit, but you saw that he
nih.
did pump out some damage. He's got a Holy Crystal Starlium Scythe now too. Even for MP, he's got himself
Soyou,
the BOT and
Malefic,
Hosplas here.
sayap,
Help with some of that.
War
You got
X,
cooldown reduction, of course, for Haji. But
Hunter
even
Strike.
this, you know, you have just a couple of things for perks, but he's got the Athena Shield and Dominant Ice, so
Diambil
part
lagi
of this all has to play in a part
Purple.
of it. You gotta get the Avatar, the Guardian off. They're gonna fight for the purple again, though.
Oheb goes in with a flow away blood. MP the King as well goes for the backline after
Soblet.
backtrack and
Wah, pickingnya mati.
just to catch Falcons Apbren. He's gonna fall down in exchange for MP the King. Now they're working on
Monster
first.
kill.
A monster kill coming in from Kyletzy, but Oheb has the hard guard. Gonna bring down Super Marco. Still working on Flap
Oheb
TZ.
masih
Kyletzy on
selamat.
the chase. Oheb's gonna be
Hajinya.
able to escape, but Haji though.
Hajinya nggak bisa mana-mana udah.
Par,
God, like. Harus diambil mau Oheb.
Massive game here for Kyletzy right now, but still, FCAP has to respect what Blacklist is able to do, and vice versa. And that's why you see, even, you know, some people might be looking at, man, look at the lead FCAP's got. Look at the KDA on Kyletzy and such, but you still have to deal with the fighting around these lords, the fighting around the choke points here. And Blacklist, we saw it, right? They try to jump in,
Itu
they use
dia,
the Avatar,
si Halbert.
later, the hard guard on
Itu
Oheb.
Angela sama Gatot juga, Yuzhongnya.
So
Alisnya.
those extended fights might come out helping Blacklist with their lineup, but if they don't get to the later portion of the game, it's going to be difficult for them to do. So FCAP with this lead, their items really in. They'll start up this next Lord here. Saw too, Winter's Crown was picked up by Oheb, so that could play a part if he jumps in. The
Bayangkan seandainya MPDK-nya dapat lot. Bayangkan guys.
Perfect opportunity to strike. Haji as well, managing the bottom lane. Ultimate of Haji is ready to be expended.
Quarter of health here. Both teams still kind of feeling this out. It's going to go for a reset. And this is exactly why I was saying FCAP will respect what Blacklist can do. They're pushing.
Ya, MPDK-nya clear langsung diituin lah.
Gets the Lord. Fortunately for Blacklist, even though they don't have a trade, they're not going to lose anyone though, as Falcons Apbren works on trying to get the purple buff away from MP. MP still has his Reggie, and he's going to secure a purple buff for this potential.
Langsung split push Lingnya, lane jauh. Tapi Kyletzy udah ngejagain. Kyletzy Underbed dominan. Oracle Winter.
Relatively be able to clear waves out, but the problem is, in certain cases, you're also going to have to be using those ultimates to help clear things out. The Lord in the mid lane, these waves they're lined up, they're managed really well here. FCAP wants to get these base turrets down. You're 15 minutes in, you've got a 7,000 gold lead. Blacklist is on the defense. What can they do but watch the turrets be taken down?
Mid lane turret about to fall down, as well as the bottom lane turret, and Blacklist desperately trying to work on the storage. Hughes is continuing to spam out the lantern flares.
Kangkat.
They're going to be able to pick someone up. Blacklist makes quick work on this storage. Still saving their bottom lane inhibitor turret.
Gak bisa sih, kalau Enma hancurin bawah dulu. Black dengan transform. Dicari Super Marco-nya. WON. Masih selamat Super Marco-nya WON. Immortal. Pinter OHEB-nya. Kagak ada mana. Legendary double kill. Wah. Bisa end sih guys. Aduh, yang tinggal Haji sama Gatot lagi. Gak bisa nge-clear. Mati Legendary. Double kill. Final. Wow. Mantap. Ya guys ya. Selamat untuk tim Falcons Apbren yang menang di game kelima guys ya. Skor 3-2 dengan membantai jatuhnya Soyou lagi. Ketika Soyou berhadapan dengan Assassin seperti yang udah lihat beberapa match ini. Match MPL, Soyou lawan Assassin pasti kuat guys. Dia harus dihadapi dengan fighter juga harusnya. Game pertama Blacklist menang, game kedua Falcon, game ketiga Blacklist, game keempat Falcon, game kelima Falcon ya guys ya. 3-2 dan berarti Falcon berhak lolos ke final upper bracket dan Blacklist turun ke lower bracket, menunggu siapa pemain yang kalah antara Fnatic Onyx melawan dengan Aurora guys ya. Terima kasih banyak guys yang sudah nonton dari tadi, dari game 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Terima kasih banyak, jangan lupa bantu like, comment, share, dan subscribe. Sampai jumpa guys, dadah.